Gonna do a late night lesson. I guess it is. It feels very late. I'm very tired. I don't know why I thought that this is the time to turn on a camera, but it seemed like a great time. So let's do a little Beatles. Haven't actually done that many Beatles songs on this channel, which is surprising considering how much they have influenced Western music of modern late, I suppose you could say. But the thing about it is they wrote some very difficult songs to play. Their harmonic structure, big fancy word for the lots of chords they like to use and the way they like to write their melodies, make a lot of their songs kind of tricky to play on a single key instrument. Actually, they're kind of tough to play on like regular guitars and stuff too sometimes. They kind of like throw things in there a lot. They don't really reuse ideas a ton the way that pop stars do these days. So a lot of their stuff's pretty unique, and I often I'll take one of the Beatles songs and I'll look at it and be like, cool, yeah, we can, oh, nope, that's not going to work for one reason or the other. Now, a lot of them I'm going to try and see if I can adapt, but this particular song, with a little help from my friends, coming off of the 1967 release, Sargent Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, if you were living in a hole and didn't know that, this one we can pull off. We can pull off pretty well, actually. So it's got 3 sections. We're going to go through them. I'm not going to run the easy chord one finger version for this, and I'm not going to slow down a lot because there's a lot to cover. You will want to go grab the chord guides that I have. I have a free one. There's a cheat sheet. It probably won't cover everything we're doing today because there's a few extra chords here. So you may want to go look up the paid guide, but I'll have the information here as well. So we are on a detuned Dulcimer style instrument. If you've got a Merlin or a Woodrow or something like that, that's what we're doing here, D-A-D. And so the first thing we're going to do is be playing open like this. We're going to play the, again, that's a D. We're going to play the A chord. It's the 5th of the chord of the scale. We're going to play that here. We're going to play the 2 minor chord, the E minor there. And then here's one I've never actually done on the channel before. It is this shape right here. And that is a dominant 7, 5-7 chord. So that's actually an A7. So that's the same thing as this. That one you'll find in guides and stuff that I've done before. This version, same exact thing, just in a different shape. That's what we're going to need for the verse. The way that chords fall in measures these days, like where they fall in the beats, is a little bit more predictable than it was in this particular song. So the way this one breaks down is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got so that's the verse. You loop that twice, right? So I'm going to cheat on my lyrics. What would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you turn around and walk out on me? Bend me your ear and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Ooh, and we get to that second section. Ooh, and I get by. It's a flat 7 chord. In this case, it's a C. A little help from my friends. Ooh, I'm gonna try a little help from my friends. Ooh, a little help from my friends. I'm making up those lyrics. I know I'm in the right ballpark, but point being, you're gonna get that C chord. You're taking the whole shape right down to the G chord, the 4 chord. So, and then open. I liked playing the open. You could do that way if you wanted to. We go. And then you loop back into the verse. So then we get, do you need, in this case we're doing B minor, because again we're in the key of D. Need anybody? E, we're just barring all the way across because it's actually an E major chord. We can't play it on one of these. B, need anybody? Ba-bum, bum, 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 bum. So you're actually just pulling the last section forward, you're grabbing that that last piece of the verse and you're putting it into this do you need. So it's do you need anybody? I want somebody to love. But I need anybody. Bum, bum, ba-na-na-na. So, there's a late night lesson for you. 3 sections, 1 Beatles song, done. So simple, right? Get some sleep, everybody. I'm just kidding. I forgot to do all the usual YouTube-y things. If you have comments or questions about this because I want it to be valuable to you, please leave those comments down below because they are important. They're important for the algorithms. They're important for me to know what to do next and be able to answer your questions because there are a few chords in here than we've used so far. But also, if you've gotten this far, hopefully you found something valuable on it and you wouldn't mind subscribing and liking and sharing and all those things because they really are helpful. You can find me over on Instagram often as well. And by the way, this is the prototype of my own instrument that is going to be coming out in latter 2024. Q3 is the intended launch date at this point. If you've been watching these videos a long time, you know this keeps moving, but I promise we're getting there. Anyway, sign up for the wait list on that, and thanks so much.